Groupon up 13%. The daily deal site surging after analysts at Deutsche Bank upgrade the stock to buy. The upgrade comes on optimism more customers will start using Groupon's mobile app.
And number 9 is Restoration Hardware. Those shares are up about 16%. The company forecasts quarterly revenue and profit that topped analyst estimates. At one point, shares were up as much as 20%. You guys, this company went public in November, and the shares are up 146% since then.
It's a great product. I've bought a lot of stuff. How about you, Domchu?
Well, I do too, but I buy some stuff also at number 8 because I'm a gamer. And number 8 is GameStop, up nearly 4% after the video game least seller was upgraded to outperform at Oppenheimer. Analysts say GameStop platforms really showcase that this year's E3 video conference really should help kind of drive sales. Remember, that's the Microsoft Xbox One as well as the Sony PlayStation 4. Those could all be big sales drivers, Adam.
Yeah, they sure could be. Let's talk about Elan, up 8% today. The Dublin-based pharmaceutical company will ask Royalty Pharma to make another bid after rejecting its first offer for $6.7 billion. At one point, shares were up as much as 11%. Stay tuned on this one.
And number 6 is American Express. It is down 3% after a downgrade, cut to equal weight over at Barclays. The company is actually the biggest percentage decliner in the Dow, and we should know credit card delinquencies are out on Monday.
Well, Jules, number 5 is all about pork. Smithfield Foods up a fraction. The pork processor said fourth quarter profit fell 63%. The company is blaming higher costs and weaker exports. You may recall Smithfield announced last month that it was selling itself to a Chinese meat producer. So Smithfield, based in Virginia, they got good bacon and pork products the Chinese wanted. The question is, why can't that drive sales? Maybe, I don't know.
That's what the irony is, right? They're being bought by a Chinese company, and yet exports to China actually fell last quarter. So one would think once this acquisition goes through, if it's approved and it goes through, that those exports would pick back up.
Well, you know, there have been a number of barbs back and forth between the U.S. and China on trade, so stay tuned on that one. I mean, there may be something else that simply has led to that slight decline. Trade between the two countries is always very tricky.
Absolutely right.
All right. Smith & Wesson up 5%. The gunmaker's preliminary fourth quarter profit topped analyst estimates. The company also announced a $100 million stock repurchase program.
Number 3 is SolarCity. Those shares up more than 6%. This is another high flyer consistently. It's the Elon Musk-backed company. Rose the most in 3 weeks. Credit Suisse upgraded the stock and also about doubled its 12-month price target. Credit Suisse says the company recently met with California public utilities officials, and based on that, it's optimistic that its rooftop systems business in that state is going to grow.
Well, number 2 is Myriad, down 14%. Analysts from B of A, Merrill Lynch, and RBC Capital Markets both downgrade the stock after the Supreme Court's decision to invalidate its patent of the breast cancer gene drug BRCA. 2 pharmaceutical companies have already said they will begin to offer their own breast cancer gene tests.
And time for the number 1 stock today, JPMorgan, down 2%. The bank plans to break off its private equity unit as an independent firm. JPMorgan says the unit will continue to make direct investments on behalf of the bank for a, quote, interim period. The source adds the business will be split off as those investments mature. You can hear traders applauding at just 15 seconds before the final bell is rung here on June 14th, a Friday where the Dow Jones Industrial Average finishing down 100 points, and it comes on the heel of a 200-point gain yesterday. Volatility is back. Everyone trying to figure out exactly what the Fed is going to do. There goes the gavel. You can see the general from the Air Force ringing the closing bell here on Friday, June 14th.